I'll tell you something which maybe you can relate to. I was on my treadmill just now, and I was listening to this interview by which featured Andrew Huberman, I think his name is. He's one of those scientists who focuses on, human peak performance, and he gives strategies on how to become better, live longer, sleep better, all health-related hacks. But I'll tell you the confusing bit. Now, I'll just give you bits and pieces of what he's saying. He said that one is blue light. Blue light is not bad for the eyes. Blue light is actually good for the eyes. Okay, that was one of the things he said. But the funny thing is, prior to listening to him, I've heard researchers say for so many years, blue light is bad for the eyes, which is why, various operating systems, smartphones, they will make the display of your smartphone after the sun sets in the evening. They'll make it to a tinge of orange. I think there was this app called Lumens or Flux or something. Okay. So all these years, scientists and science said that blue light is bad for the eyes. A little bit of orange, like the sunset, is good for the eyes. Now this guy says, studies have shown that blue light is good for the eyes. It doesn't do much harm. Okay, even the people who said blue light was bad for the eyes, they said studies have shown. Okay, that was one. The second thing which he said, which kind of confused me, he said, I start my day by having something in the morning as breakfast. I was like, okay. And he's saying that has kept my energy levels high. That has helped increase the fat burning process. Obviously, he didn't say eat junk food. It's a healthy breakfast. But if you see ketogenic diet, if you see intermittent fasting, they say after you wake up, your body is in a fasted state and it is taking fuel from the fat that is there in your body. And I experimented with intermittent fasting and ketogenic diet, and I've lost weight. If you know, I was 83, 84. Now I'm 69. Okay. I did this in 4 months. Because I stopped eating breakfast, I stopped snacking, I stopped eating. Only in the evening I eat food. Now he's saying studies have shown by eating a breakfast in the morning, it actually helps in slow burn. In fact, Tim Ferriss has the slow carb diet, where he also says, when you get up in the morning, have a strong, healthy breakfast within 30 minutes of getting up. Now you see two different theories. Both are saying studies have shown, and both are saying, well, you will burn fat slowly. Intermittent fasting says you'll burn fat slowly. Eating breakfast 30 minutes after waking up, Tim Ferriss and Andrew Huberman also says it'll burn fat slowly. So should you eat breakfast or no? Studies have shown, right? And it's proven. Okay. The third one is they gave another example. That was what? Drinking coffee. One group says drinking coffee sharpens the mind without sugar. One other study says, like Andrew Huberman says, drink coffee after 90 minutes. And then if you research, there are other people who say studies have shown caffeine, if you just leave it, your body will get back to its natural rhythm. Because caffeine, like nicotine, like all other addictive substances, is bad. So now who's right? Is caffeine good? Is caffeine bad? And if you actually look at it, you ask a carnivore person who eats meat like Joe Rogan, he'll say carnivore diet is good. Eating ketogenic diet is good. He solved all his medical problems by eating meat. But then on the stark side, I listened to one other scientist. He says eating meat is bad. He has gone vegan. And he has actually given studies. Okay? Then in between there are people who say not vegan, vegetarian. In fact, in my gym, I have some hippies come there and say, I only eat vegan, gluten-free, lactose-free, this free, that free, organic, grown, and it should be salt-free, this free, that free. Oof, such a headache. So now I've given you so many examples of one side they are saying do vegan, one side eat meat. One side have coffee, one side don't have coffee. One side they say you must have some carbs, one side carbs is not required. One side they say don't eat in the morning. On the one side they say you must eat in the morning. So, and all of them say studies have shown. So now the question is who's right, who's wrong? And if you are like me, who's constantly educating his mind and wanting to learn, you'll want to try new things, right? If you actually use the same template into other areas, I mean, think about it. Now, for example, I put the Modi's analysis of the documentary. If you check the comments, where I have highlighted the documentary, people have called me anti-national. They've said, you're a traitor, you should die, you should this, you should that. And where I have praised Modi, I've got other guys who are anti-BJP or anti-Modi. They're saying, oh, another andh-bhakt or blind bhakt. Oh, how much did they pay you? One guy, he has commented, Bill, how much did they pay you? Mind telling me? And another one is, Loy, I'm ashamed. I had respect for you, I lost it. One other guy, I'm subscribing to this channel. Some says, Loy, you are a two-faced, whatever, you support a tyrant, a murderer. Then I got WhatsApp messages. One side saying, how dare I insult Modi? Other side saying, how dare you praise Modi? Okay. One side saying this documentary is fake, other side saying this documentary is real. And each side giving me news clips, articles, interviews to support their point of view. So now who do I listen to? Modi is good or Modi is bad? This is fake or this is fake? This is real or this is real? And if I say something that makes this side happy, for this side I'm bad. If I listen to this side, if I don't listen to this side, then I'm bad. If I listen to them, I'm good. Okay. The next one, you remember, I don't know, yesterday I posted about being an atheist for 16 years. Below that video, you'll see Christians giving me Christian quotes. God is real. Weak people don't believe in God. Some people have even called me the devil. Okay, that is Christians. Muslims have commented and said, Allah is the true God. And they give me quotes from the Quran. So Christians gave me quotes from the Bible. Muslims gave me quotes from the Quran. And they said, Allah is the true God. Islam is a true religion. Hindus, there were one comment. He said, have you read the Bhagavad Gita? you will come to know who the real God is. Okay? So Christians say Christian is true, Muslims say Muslim is true, Hindus say Hindu is true. And there was one comment about Buddhism and something didn't make sense. And finally, let me give you about Shah Rukh Khan. Shah Rukh Khan. I asked people, have they watched it? One female who studied in my school said, Loy, I loved it so much. Oh God, I want to watch it again. She's actually going the second time, and she has told me that she really wants to watch it 3 times. Imagine an Indian female born and raised in Dubai wants to, and she's married she has children, she wants to watch it 3 times. I asked one other chap, same, my school, he said, hey man, it's a typical movie, I don't know what's so great about it. And then I put a poll. There is some people say it's the greatest movie ever made. Khan is king. Other side, no. It's bullshit. Okay. So now who do I believe? Is it good? Is it bad? What I realize now is there's only one way to get away from all this confusion. Like if, for example, you ask someone, is Apple products good or Android? Is the Apple operating system good or the Android operating system? Is Windows good or is Apple good? You'll again get 2 sides. So what I realized in life now, there's only one way to find the solution for all this. For all this conflicting advice. You can be rest assured, any piece of advice you ask anyone, whether it is, should you go to school or should you drop out? Should you be a businessman? Should you be an employee? Should you go to the West or should you not go to the West? Should you stay in India or not stay in India? Any advice, should you be married or should you be single? Any advice you ask anybody, there'll always be 2 sides. And each side is very sure that they are right, the other person's wrong. Very sure. For example, you ask a religious person if his God is true, his religion is true. Same thing. Like Andrew Tate, even Andrew Tate. There are these people who say, Andrew Tate, see, no evidence. And then you get his supporter, Alhamdulillah, he's holding the Quran, see the power of Allah, they can't get any evidence. Other side is saying, good, he deserved it. And that's why he's jailed. Okay. Now, is he guilty? Is he not guilty? Some people are saying he's very good for our generation. Some side is very bad. The solution is very simple. This is what I've implemented in my life, which I will suggest to you. You can see if you want to use it or not. See, when theories come, no, there are so many versions, so many solutions, so many pieces of advice. And you can listen to everyone and there will be unlimited theories. The only way you can find out if something works out for you or not is you need to experiment with yourself, not for short term, but for a duration. Not one day, not 1 week, not 6 months, not 1 year, maybe sometimes even 2-3 years. Okay, for anything in the world. Because when you take short term, you might see immediate results. Like for example, someone who was eating normal food suddenly becomes vegan. He will lose a lot of weight. But is that good for the health? Say someone who eats a lot of carbs and all that, all of a sudden he starts eating only Atkins diet or ketogenic diet. He will lose his weight. But is this good? The second thing is this sustainable? Say you eat only healthy salads and chicken breast. Can you live like that for next 5 years? Okay, you want to lose weight. He suddenly decides, I'll go to the gym and train for 4 hours a day. Will you lose weight? Yes. Initially you will lose weight. Okay, I'll fast. I'll not eat for 24 hours. Okay. In fact, if you go online, you'll see people who have fasted for 44 days. Even there is one guy, for 44 days he didn't eat anything, just water. He lost half his body weight. There's one female who's a holy Christian, this thing, she didn't eat for, I think, 3 months or 6 months or something. She became like a skeleton, man. Her skin was like this. It's terrible. Don't do it, by the way. But here's the thing. The day you stop that, because it's not sustainable, you'll gain back all the weight. So what was the use? Now, just imagine you want to study in college and some guy tells you college is useless and all that, and start being a businessman, and you take the advice. You know, listening to them, you believe in yourself, you'll succeed no matter what. Failure in business is up to 90, 95, 97%. And imagine he loses everything. And now he has spent 5 or 10 years of his life. Can he go back to college? So the first thing is, you need to experiment with your own self. Take personal responsibility and not only follow what was given, see is it sustainable, observe, take notes, write it down, see the changes every day, and see if you can do this for the long term. Is it sustainable? Can you do it every day? Do you enjoy doing it, or are you miserable? Like, imagine telling someone, eat only salads. You think they're going to be happy? So, for example, the ketogenic protocol I follow, the intermittent fasting protocol I follow, I customized it to the point where now it is sustainable until now. I started in September, October, November, December, January. Now 4 months I've done it. Have I failed in between? Yeah, yes. Sometimes I want to fast 24 hours. I've not been able to do it. Sometimes I'm not in a mood to fast for 12 hours. I just get up and say, today I don't feel like fasting. Have there been days I failed? Oh, 100%. But I stuck at it. And yes, I customized. Do I eat chocolates? Yes. Do I eat ice cream? Yes. But not every day. But have I changed from what I was before? 100%. And you can see the results. So, to repeat what I said, you experiment with yourself, but hold yourself personally accountable. Don't blame anybody if something goes wrong. The second thing is it sustainable and can you maintain it for the long term? Third one is, remember, if something were to go wrong, it's only you who's going to suffer, nobody else. For example, someone says, take steroids and you'll build muscle. You know, I don't recommend this, and I always in my videos have suggested not to. I took steroids. I saw gains immediately. Within 2-3 days, I was feeling full, and within a week, the progress I made in few days, you say the progress I made in 1 month, I didn't make in 5 years. That fast. But then guess what? It doesn't work in those increments. At some point, the body levels off. And did I suffer the side effects? Yes, long term, there were plenty of side effects. It affected me very badly. And I paid the price for it. And I made a video on this. So, if something goes wrong, you have to blame. Let's say you go on a carnivore diet, only meat. What if you get uric acid? What if you get stones? Or you go on a vegan diet. What if your body is severely depleted of vitamins, minerals, you faint and fall down? So everything in life you have to experiment to see, does it work for you? Do you enjoy doing it? Is it enjoy means not have fun. Like when I fast, I don't actually enjoy it. But this pain makes me feel a sense of pleasure indirectly because I know, yes, fat is burning. Yes, I'm keeping fit. Like right now, I'm feeling a little lethargic. My mouth is dry because I finished walking 1 hour on treadmill. Feeling slightly uncomfortable, feeling a little hungry. But I know this is my body eating into the fat and disciplining. So there's a positive meaning to the pain that I'm doing. That is why people fast or pray or whatever, or do things which are difficult. Then, are you willing to pay the price for it? See, whether you go to college or whether you drop out, are you willing to pay the price? And last, if not the least, the final piece of advice is, if, like this, if something is not broken, don't fix it. But at the same time, if you want to make your life better, don't be in the comfort zone. For me, even though I love Apple, I've experimented with Samsung. Even though I like the iOS device, I've tried the Android. Because one life, when will you experience all this? I was a hardcore gym rat. I totally stopped going to the gym. I tried running, I tried swimming, I tried cycling, I tried triathlon. Because when will you experience all this? I tried dating girls of different nationalities. I got married, I got divorced. See, when you try new things, you learn new things. And last, if not the least, the final thing which I'll tell you is, don't experiment everything by yourself. Seek professional advice. Google.com doesn't make you a certified professional in anything. Whether it is intermittent fasting, there is only so much which you should do. Whether it is a ketogenic diet, whether it is, going to college, dropping out, or whether it is believing your own religion, don't just seek yes people, don't just seek people who agree with you. See, why do I listen to both sides, Modi, good and bad? Why do I listen to BJP supporters and non-BJP, not BJP critics, you could say? Why do I listen to both the sides? So it helps me expand my horizons. You don't want to live a life where you only follow one mantra, but at the same time, I only listen to people who I feel are qualified, not who are idiots and keyboard warriors and some kid who is some small little kid lecturing me about life, who is 14, hey man, life, my perspective, my experience. Shut up. Maybe he might know about gaming or installing a new game, or not life. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you as to how do you find the solution with all this confusion that there is. And I'll tell you, at some point, you'll realize at some point that you'll get comfortable in your own skin, and you say, okay, fine, this new thing may be good, faster laptop, faster phone, better diet, whatever, but I'm happy. And that is where maybe you reach an age, like when you're 50, 60, where you don't want to take any more risks or change. It's understood. But until then, if you have the fire, if you have the drive, and you have the ability to take risk and the risk appetite, then you must. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, if you agree, disagree. And as always, I would always read your comments. You guys take care. This is me signing off.